Today we have such a fun video because I'm doing half my face with dewy face products and the other half my face with matte face products. This challenge is actually brought to me by one of you guys during my lives on YouTube. If you guys do not know, every single month I go live on YouTube where I challenge you guys to pick my makeup. And during that live, you guys always give me really fun video suggestions. We're finally doing one of those video suggestions today. So I'm gonna do half my face with dewy face products, the other half with matte, and we're gonna kind of battle them out. And I'm gonna show you guys what my face looks like at the end of the day. I'm gonna do an all-day wear test to show you guys what my skin really looks like when I wear nothing but dewy products and nothing but matte products. So if you guys want to see all that, well then definitely keep watching. Oh my god, y'all, doing that intro was incredibly hard. I don't know why, but it took me like a good 5 minutes to do that damn intro. So obviously we are started off zoomed in because I want to just get right into the videos. So I love going live every month on YouTube, and you guys have made it so fun for me. It's just so engaging, and I plan on going live again at the end of this month, if not twice this month, because you guys had other amazing video suggestions and I want to make those happen for you guys. So the first video suggestion I got was to do a full face of half dewy and half matte to really kind of show you guys the difference on my skin, because if you guys don't know, which I'm pretty sure you guys do, I'm very, very, very oily. So dewy face products that's a no-go for me. It's horrible for me. And today, the high right now is 101 degrees here in Florida. So we're gonna go stand outside. When I'm all said and done, we're gonna sweat. We're gonna do an all-day wear test. We're gonna do an all-day wear test so I can show you guys like what my face looks like at the end of the day with dewy versus matte. So on this side of the face, we're gonna do all dewy. On this side of the face, we're gonna do all matte. So let's go ahead and dive right on in. So to start off with dewy, I have the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion. This is a natural glow enhancer. I'm going to use this as a primer because when I did my makeup challenge last month, you guys actually challenged me to do pretty much like a full face of dewy skincare products. So pretty much to do a full face of dewy products, and you guys were like, where's the all-day wear test? And I'm like, not happening, because I'm not kidding when I say I'm going to look like a fried, greasy, disgusting mess by hour 2, especially right now, the heat. Oh my gosh, the heat has been unreal. So we're just gonna put this glowy primer on. It just so happens that I happened to do that challenge after I did my freaking after I did my primer and foundation declutter. So thank God I still have these products because, well, we gotta test it out for you. So while that's drying down, we're gonna go ahead and do my matte side. Now, the products I'm gonna use my matte side are my Holy Grail products. I actually did a video, I wanna say about 3 or 4 months ago, and I did a full video on my Holy Grail, you know, full face of makeup that is amazing for oily skin. I'll link it down below in case you guys want to check it out, because I get asked all the time, what are my Holy Grail products? I literally did a video on it a couple months ago and nothing has changed, so I'll link that video down below. So we're going to start off with the Glow Recipe. This is the Strawberry BHA Pore Smoothing Blur Drops. I always use this as my base. Even though it doesn't do anything for my pores, I just find that it really does have great mattifying properties. It really helps to lock in the moisture that I have underneath my skin and to help make it as mattified as possible, and that lasts all day. I absolutely love, 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 love this 2-drop, and I cannot go a day without putting this on, because it just, I don't know, there's something about it that is just truly amazing. Next, I'm going to go in with my Milk Makeup. This is my Pore Eclipsing Mattifying Primer. You guys know this is my absolute favorite primer. We're going to go ahead and put it on the left side again for the matte properties, for the matte side, because this really just complements that pore drop beautifully. So while it's drying down, we're gonna go on to this side for dewy. So for dewy, I do have the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. This right here, ooh, she is definitely super, super glowy. And I'm also gonna mix a little bit of my Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Skin Tint Foundation. I'm kind of mix just a little bit of the two together, because I'm not kidding when I say both of these right here are definitely not meant for oily skin. I really do love the skin tint, but my gosh, does she make me super, super oily. So we're gonna go ahead and put this on the dewy side so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And we're not gonna laugh, because I'm probably gonna have 2 different foundation colors on my face, because during the summer I do go outside and I tan a lot because I'm always at the pool. And my Revlon foundation is more of like my fall, winter, spring foundation. I realized I need a deeper shade for summer because I'm constantly outside tanning. So my Revlon foundation is probably going to make me look like Casper the Friendly Ghost at this moment, but I don't have a deeper shade to mix with it. So we're just going to have to just ignore the fact that it's going to look a little different than the Dewy side. Oh my gosh. You know what this kind of reminds me of? The Nikkia Tutorials, like the Power of Makeup video. Oh my gosh. I look a little yellow. Okay. Up next for the matte side, we're going to go with my favorite foundation of all time. And it's the Revlon Color Stay Long Wear Makeup Foundation. Now, this is the Combo and Oily Skin right here. This is my absolute favorite. And I do have the shade 220. So we're going to take this and we're going to apply this on the other side. And we are going to definitely see the difference between the two foundations. And we're just going to laugh at it because look at that. You could definitely see the difference between the two skin tones right there. Do y'all see that? I am calling myself out right now. Okay, well, you know, it is what it is. Oops. Okay, so for concealers, we're going to go in with the e.l.f. This is the Hydrating Camel Concealer. We're going to use it on the hydrating side. So I'm just going to lightly just lay this here. I'm not going to conceal my nose because there's really like no way to like make it like fair down the middle. So we're just going to kind of ignore my nose. And on this side, we're going to go into the KVD. This is the Good Apple Serum Concealer. I absolutely love this concealer so much. So freaking good. Okay, so let's take this and we're going to blend this out. Okay, so then to set the under eye, because I always do set my under eye, we're going to go in with the Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is the Face It Brightening Palette. You can tell mine is clearly well loved. I actually do have a backup, but I'm not ready to dig into it yet until like there's nothing left. I'm trying to make sure I use this to like, I'm trying to make sure I use whatever is left because I just love these two shades. It's so funny because I don't touch the bottom two shades, but the upper two shades are my personal favorite. And like I said, I do have a backup, but I just want to empty these ones out before I switch it over. So there is that. Okay, so for bronzer, on the hydrating side, we're going to go in with my LYS bronzing stick. I love this bronzing stick so much. And it's so funny. So when I first tried this bronzing stick, I absolutely hated it. I thought it was horrible. But then you guys were like, no, try it again. You just went in with it wrong. You went in too heavy-handed. And so I did. And that's kind of where like my repurchase or trash series kind of like boomed from. Was because you guys were like saying, no, Allie, you got to give it another chance. Keep trying it. You're just not using it right. And so I did. And I was like, you know what? You guys are making me like try products I initially was just kind of writing off. And so that kind of inspired the whole repurchase or trash series. So I just want to thank you guys because it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for you guys for me to do that fun series. And I look forward to doing that series every single month. Although I feel like, you know, last month was a little bit lackluster because I really haven't had a chance to try that much new makeup, and I definitely intend to try more makeup this month. Not as much because I still kind of am on a low buy / no buy. I'm still trying to use more of what I have, unless it's like drugstore. I don't mind investing in drugstore makeup because I feel like drugstore makeup is just truly where it's at. I really do love drugstore makeup. It is just the best. Okay, and then for this side, we're gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand right here. I really do like this contour wand. We're going to apply this. It's been a minute since I used this, and I would 100% repurchase that when the time comes. I mean, just look at how beautiful that is, right? So freaking pretty. So on to blush. Technically, since it's a hydrating side, I'm going to put on a cream blush on this side, but I'm not going to put on a cream blush on this side because normally during my full face of my Holy Girl products, I never had a cream blush to go with it. I'm slowly just dipping my toes into cream blushes. So we're going to use a cream blush today on this side for that dewy side, and we're going to go in with the Merit. This is the Flush Bomb in the shade Cheeky. I absolutely love this cream blush so much. It's so good. So I'm going to take it. I'm just going to lightly use my brush. A lot of you guys have been asking me when my brushes are coming back with bling brushes. I don't know, but I do hope they come back soon because I know you guys have been asking and I want them back too. So next, before we go in with blush on this side, we're going to go in with setting powder. So on this side of the face, I'm actually going to use my Halo Glow setting powder right here. This is a dewy setting powder. And this is not meant for oily skin. Let me tell you that right now. I tried this out in that video, like a full face, like dewy skincare products you guys had me do for a makeup challenge. And I was like, ooh, this is not good. But we're going to use that today to like really lock in the dewiness. I'll show you guys how well it lasts. So for the matte side, we're gonna go with my 2 favorite setting powders of all time. You guys know how much I love these setting powders in this combo. We're gonna go in with the Nikkia Joy Cosmetics Velvet Finishing Powder, but if I really want makeup to last all day, I'll also use the Kimchi Puff Puff Pass setting powder right here. Both are amazing, amazing, amazing if you guys have oily skin. And you guys can use my code Allie to save you guys 15% off whenever shopping at Nikkia Joy Cosmetics. I love these two together. They are truly my holy grail if you have oily skin. They work so beautifully. Now, a lot of times I wear Nikkia Joy Cosmetics by itself, but if I really, really, really want to make my makeup last all day, I will add in the Kimchi Chic Puff Puff Pass setting powder because it really is super mattifying. And I don't think it's meant for anyone that has dry to normal skin because it really can cling on to dry patches that you may have. So I really recommend it if you have oily skin. If you don't, just buyer beware is what I'll say, because you generally just don't know. Because it really is meant for oily skin, which is really nice because I feel like there's not that many brands out there that do cater to oily skin. So it's really nice whenever you find a good setting powder and a good base that does cater to oily skin, because I feel like a lot of people out there are all about the radiance and the gloviness, and I get it. I get it's all the rage. But like I don't know. I love when I find a good product meant for oily skin because I'm like, yes. Because like, I don't know, I feel like you can save your makeup if you're, you know, dry. I feel like you can make yourself look super hydrated, but like if you're really oily, sometimes it's really hard to make your makeup look nice because you can get your makeup separating because of the oil. It could just look so greasy, and then if you try to tap it off and save it, then it just looks not good. So it's just, like I said, it's so hard to find a brand that really does cater to oily skin. So when I do find a brand that does, I will hold on to it and love it forever. So I am going to set my face a little bit for my matte side because that's what we do. So I'm going to go into the One Size On Till Dawn setting spray. This is amazing. And I will take a little bit of my Milk Cosmetics. This one's breaking, to make that mattified as well. So while that's drying down, we're going to go in with the Milani Make It Last Dewy side. And we're going to quickly... God, that smells so good. That smells incredible. It went in my mouth. Okay. So let me let this dry down for just a second. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with powder bronzer on this side of the face. I'm gonna go in with one of my favorite bronzers. I know this brand doesn't have this bronzer right now, but they are, I think, making a comeback, and it is the Marc Jacobs Omega 3 bronzer. This is one of my favorite bronzers. It is so freaking good, and I just love using this to the point that I've hit pan. And I do have some backup shades of this particular bronzer. It's just unfortunate because people always ask me, like, sometimes, like, what's your bronzer, where you get it from? And I'm like, they don't make it anymore. And I really, really hope that they do, you know, bring this back. But if they do, it has to be just like this. They cannot change the formula, because if they change the formula, it changes the whole thing. It needs to just be this exact formula, because this is truly just so good. It's incredible, and I love this bronzer. Okay, so for blush, we're gonna go in with my Patrick Ta She's Passionate blush. This is another staple of mine. We're gonna use this on my matte side right here. This is my absolute favorite blush in the whole wide world. We're gonna take this and we're just going to slowly just kind of stamp this into the skin very lightly, just like a really pretty, like, peachy color. Now I have found some pretty good dupes of this particular blush, but there's just something about this that I'm still just like, she's my fave. So for highlighter, we're gonna go into ColourPop. This is the Flexterian highlighter. This is so good. I mean, it's all good. We're gonna use this to highlight my dewy side because she really is super shiny. And if I really am trying to go for a super mattified look, I won't use something as intense as my Flexterian because she's pigmented. Do you see that? And when my oil mixes with it, it is just not as pretty because my oil will make sure that my texture really shines through. So for the matte side, we're gonna go in the Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is the iced highlighter. This is the iced highlighter right here. We're gonna go in with this side, and we're gonna use this today to highlight the face on this side. Now for mascara, you guys saw I recently did a PR unboxing, and I got 2 new mascaras. I got one from KVD. This is the full sleeve mascara, but I also got the Benefit Fan Fest. I kind of want to try them out in today's video because I'm going to be testing them out all month long. So this is just kind of how I'm starting to test them out. So we're going to kind of mix the two together, and I'm going to let you guys know what I think. So let me go ahead and curl my lashes. And then we're going to test this out. All right, so we're going to go in on this side first with the KVD. This is the full sleeve mascara. I still can't believe I got this like in PR. Like, how random. All right, so let me go ahead and just try this bad boy out. Okay, first off, it's transferring to the lid. And secondly, do you guys see that right there? They're kind of like making my lashes clump together, even though it distinctly says that it's not going to clump together. It is. Y'all can see it for yourself right there. Look at that. And it's super wet. I hate super wet foundation. I mean, I hate super wet mascaras. They're not fun to work with. Okay, so while this is kind of drying down before we put on a second coat, we're going to go into the Benefit Fan Fest mascara, and we're going to try it on this eye first before I kind of like mix the two together and see how I feel about it. All right, let's try out the Benefit one. Like this shape, all right. So this is the difference between the two. I can definitely tell that the Benefit one is definitely more on the drier the more like drier side. It doesn't necessarily clump them together, but it's also really not lifting them as much either. They're just kind of coating the lashes, but they're still kind of like pointed down. So this is the difference between the two. This is the KVD side. This is the Benefit side. Now I'm going to kind of mix the two together because I hate how this looks. So I'm going to go back in with the KVD sleeve right here, and then we're going to mix the Benefit on top. I don't know if I really like this mascara because, like I said, she's too wet for my taste, but I do want to mix the Benefit on top, see if we can make a difference between the two. So I'm going to take the Benefit now, and I'm going to go in with the Benefit. I'm not a fan. This KVD one, it just makes your lashes so wet that they're clumping together, even though it claims it's not supposed to do that. But that's what happens with tubing mascara, though. I've noticed with a lot of tubing mascara, even one of my favorite ones, which is the Thrive, really clumps lashes together because they're so freaking wet. I don't understand why it gets so wet. So now I'm mixing a little bit of the tubing on the left-hand side. Let's go back in one more time with the Benefit. Okay, so if I had to choose which mascara I like more, I definitely like the Benefit one way more than the KVD. You guys can see the KVD one, my lashes are still separated. They're kind of clumped together. It did transfer all over the lid versus this side. This one definitely has a bit more fullness to it. I did mix the two together on both eyes, but I just feel like the KVD one, she's not it. Y'all, she's not it. So I'm gonna quickly just throw on my lip products. I'm gonna go in with my Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is my bourbon lip liner. You guys know this is my favorite lip liner in the world. I'm obsessed with it. So to finish off the steps, we're gonna go in one more time with the One Size Until Dawn setting spray. And then I'm gonna mix it with my Milani Dewy on this side. And that is pretty much it. This is like literally what I would wear every single day when I went to work. Like, this is my nice go-to like everyday makeup for you guys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zoom you guys out, and then we're gonna start the wear test. I'll do check-ins throughout the day. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys out, and then we're gonna get this wear test started. Okay guys, so here we have the dewy side, here we have the matte side. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do check-ins throughout the day so I can show you guys the difference between the two and why I really do love matte products, because your girl is super oily. But this is not like a wear test of anything. This is just me doing a fun little challenge that you guys asked for. So with that said guys, I'll be right on back. Okay, so we are 3 hours in, and this is the dewy side, this is the matte side. As you guys can see right here, I'm getting a little bit more dewier. Like, I'm definitely getting a little bit oily. And on this side, she is matte. Like, she is matte, not gonna budge. But this side, you guys can see right here, my oil is starting to build up and whatnot. And it's only been 3 hours. And right now it is currently 95 degrees. I'm outside. You guys can clearly see my pores. She's shining through, but I just want to show you guys what 3 hours look like. So dewy, we're getting a little oily, matte. She's looking beautiful. Hey guys, so I've had this makeup on now for 10 hours and you're gonna hear a dog barking in the background. I'm so sorry. My neighbors are not, upstairs neighbors are not home right now, so the dog's just barking, and it does it for hours, but that's what it is. Okay, so here is the dewy side, here is the matte side. Do you guys see the difference? Like, seriously, do you guys see the difference right here? This is the matte side after 10 hours. This is the dewy side. Now, as you guys can see with the matte side, I am getting a little bit oily right here. It happens. It is what it is. Like, it's not like a foolproof routine. I still get a little oily, but I can last a lot longer with that oil. Like, it takes a lot longer for it to come through. And when it doesn't really like separate the makeup or anything like that. It literally just seeps through mostly right here. But then on this side, this is where you can see that oiliness really coming through. Like I said, guys, I don't do well with dewy skin products. Dewy skin products just doesn't do anything to help to mattify the skin. So this is the side of the face that's dewy with all the dewy skincare with all the dewy products, and this is the matte side products. You guys can clearly see that the matte products really do a great job at working for me, and that the dewy products, they're really pretty, especially upon first application, but they do not have longevity. I will get super oily while wearing them, but at the end of the day, I only wear my makeup for a couple hours whenever I'm filming, and I do take it off unless I'm going out somewhere. Then I will always do my matte stuff, but if I'm just gonna film for a couple hours, I don't mind using the dewy products because they're not bad. They're just not meant for my skin type, and that's okay. So yeah, here is that battle of dewy versus matte. You guys got to see how it looks all day wear test, and I'll make sure I link everything down below. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and send it back to myself. All right, guys, and that is it for today's video, guys. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, so I do post 4 to 5 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channels, R for the Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful Patreon members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I'm sorry. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the very next video. Bye. Today we have a very fun video because we're doing half my face full of dewy face product. Today we have such a fun video because we are doing half my face with dewy skincare. Of a good makeup challenge. Today we are doing a fun makeup challenge. Today we are doing a fun makeup challenge. Today we are doing a fun makeup challenge. This was actually brought to you. Today we are doing a fun makeup challenge. While that's settling down, we're gonna go do the other side of my face, which is my favorite products, which is my favorite side. So I'm gonna do half a face with dewy products, half a face with melt. Oh my god. Fuck. So for highlighter, we're gonna go into my color plot, and we are making one of those video suggestions live. I don't know if I really like this foundation. I don't know if I really like this concealer. Moving on to blush. So for technically, okay, so next. So this is not like this is not like a wear test of anything. This